Hi guys, I know I said I was going to probably do a changing video today, but last night I got everything set up to get it done, and our power went out. And it was out for a few minutes, and then once it finally came back on, once again our internet wasn't working. It's been off and on for the last 3 days. My husband said he's going to call today. So anyways, I thought for today, I have to look down, I will do the tag that's been going around again from Don't Worry Baby Reborn Collective. I believe Inez did this in, looking at it, November. She started this tag. It's been making its round again. I was going to do it back then and I completely forgot, and I'm like, you know what? Now is a great time to do it. I will link her channel below. I will also put the questions below. She was nice enough when she created this tag to put them in the video, which is awesome, because a lot of tags, people ask the questions and then they answer them themselves, and they go so fast that it's like, what? And then you're like trying to scribble writing down the questions. So I think it's awesome when people write down or type out the questions and put them in the information below the video. So thank you, Inez. And let's get started. 1. First time you saw or heard of Reborns, how long ago, and what was your initial thoughts? Creepy or fascinating? I found out about Reborns in 2003. Trying to think. Yes, 2003. Actually, 2002. I thought they were awesome. I had just gotten, let me think. No, it was 2003. Earlier in 2003, I had bought My Way Baby. So I had been looking for items for him, and I found the crib, or like doll pack and play that I was going to get. And in there, it led me to neonates. And then from the neonates group, I had been looking on eBay for a baby think it over. And I had found a few on eBay, but you know how on eBay they always have suggestions of other things you may like if you like this. And in there they had Reborns. And so I clicked on a few of them and I fell in love. And then I had heard about Dolphin, which at that point I hadn't joined Dolphin, but you could go on Dolphin then and you could see all the pictures. You could see a lot of stuff. There's just certain areas, that were members only. So I started falling in love with Reborns at that point. This was also back when they were made with Behringers, or this was even before Ashton Drakes were coming out. This was typically like somebody go to Walmart or Target or Toys R Us and buy like a Behringer baby, and then they would strip it down and then repaint it and put a wig on it. And when I'm saying repainting, like they literally would take Ritz dye and dump it inside the vinyl and leave it there for like 24 hours to then create the purple bluish undertones. And then for painting, they would go to Walmart and buy just acrylic paints and use acrylic paints, and they would just kind of blush them and stuff like that. There wasn't any detail, there wasn't any veining. And for hair, a lot of it was just synthetic wigs. You just slap a wig on it and call it good. So I bought my first Reborn that year. I got her off of eBay, and I think I paid like $100 for her. Sorry about that. $150 maybe. I don't remember the exact amount. I know it wasn't a whole heck of a lot. Her auction didn't go very high because the seller didn't have her listed in a correct way. And then on top of that, sorry guys, I need to put my sunglasses on. I've got like a glare right in my eye and it's starting to hurt. So the Reborner was close to my in-laws, so my mother-in-law was able to go pick it up, and she actually shipped it to me with some other stuff she was going to ship. So I thought they were fascinating. I was already an adult and getting back into doll collecting. I had loved dolls my whole life. And at the point I got my first actual Reborn that was like my third or fourth doll. I'm trying to remember. No, maybe fourth or fifth, because at that point, I had the My Way baby. I had Skylar, my neonate. I had Jaden, a Generation 6 Real Care. I had Tiffany, who is a neonate. And I may have had, I can't remember if I had a Hispanic neonate at that, or Baby Think It Over Generation 4 at that point or not. I may have. And then I got Mercedes, or Sadie as I called her, my Reborn. Number 2. Was your first doll a boy or a girl? A boy. My Way baby was a boy, and then after that I got a neonate, which was a boy, and then after that I got a Generation 6 Baby Think It Over. That was a boy. The My Way baby, the reason why I got a boy there was we had gone to the mall, and it was one of those kiosks in the mall, and it was after Christmas, so they were selling everything really cheap. And the one I fell in love with reminded me of what my husband looked like as like a young child. So that's where I got that one. And ordering the neonate, I ordered a boy. I got the last Caucasian boy that they had for sale. I've always honestly been drawn to boys. My cousin used to tease me because she has 3 boys, and she desperately wanted a baby girl. And she's like, you're going to get all the girls, and I got all the boys, because I don't know why I've always loved baby boys. I mean, not that I don't love my daughter. When we found out my son was a boy, I was ecstatic. My husband was a little shocked because he was for sure that he was a girl. When we found out my daughter was a girl, I was happy. I guess I would have been happy either way, coming into that. But for dolls, I've always liked boy dolls. I mean, even as a small child, I would have girl dolls, but then I would want like boy clothes to put them on. And eventually my grandmother did buy me a boy doll. That was my favorite doll until its leg literally fell off. And then I still carried around this one-legged doll. My mom wanted to throw the thing away, and I'm like, nope, this is my doll, this is my baby. If my baby was born with one leg, I'd still love it regardless. And I think eventually she threw it away. And kind of ironic, a few months ago at the thrift store, I found the same doll that my grandmother had bought me, that the leg fell off, and I gave it to my daughter. Although she has it dressed as a girl. So it's just, I've always been drawn to boy dolls. Honestly, from here on out, if we have more boys for kids, I'd be happy. To tell you the truth, I'd probably prefer boys because they're less drama. Are Dolly themes important to you when selecting what to present on YouTube or what to watch? What to watch? No, I'll watch. Like if somebody's doing a theme, I'll watch them. If it's a channel that I watch regularly, I don't actively seek out the themes. I know I do the theme of the week, as in coming up with them. I know there's some weeks that I don't even get time to do the theme of the week. Or it's a theme that I don't have something for. And the reason why I do that is because I know there's a lot of people within the community that have items within that theme. So I'll kind of watch other channels and see like what seems to be a common thread when making a theme. So that's when I do that. Basically, I will do themes when there's a filler. To tell you the truth, I know when I first started into YouTube, I didn't have a whole lot of ideas of what to do. So, especially getting new into YouTube, doing the Disney Monday, I think it was T-shirt and diaper Tuesday. Somebody later on changed it to Toy Tuesday. They kind of had both going for a while. That one I didn't know all about. I can't even say it. Onesie Wednesday, Theme Thursday, Fancy Friday, or Fashion Friday. I've heard both of those. PJ Saturday, and then Sunday Best. Those were the themes that I had heard about. I typically would only do them when I didn't have any other ideas of what to do. But I've kind of backed off on them. Especially for like Disney Monday, Disney baby clothes, yes, you can find them commonly at the thrift store, but it gets to be too much. It's the exact same theme, and that's way too many clothes for me. I'm actually in the process of going through all my baby clothes. I'm going to be putting some in the consignment sale coming up because I have way too many like summer clothes for the babies. And actually, like when I was doing my box opening from Angela, I was so happy because it was winter clothes, which I don't have a lot of winter clothes for my babies. And I also realized I don't have many pants for my babies. So like I've got some of my babies sitting in like shorts and a romper or a short romper because it's chilly out. It's cold out right now. And I can't dress them appropriate. So they're, yes and no, they're not important. They, like I said, they make nice kind of filler. I don't have an idea. I didn't have the time to do what I wanted to do for an idea. Like if I'm planning an outing, it might not get done that day for whatever reasons. So then I can quickly do filler days, so to speak. What other non-related YouTube channels do you watch? I'm assuming that's like non-related to Reborns. First and foremost, I watch Philip DeFranco and Philly D, which those are two of his channels, as well as DeFranco Family, which that's his wife. Philip DeFranco is his like news channel. Like he has like hot topics of news. It's Monday through Friday he does them. And there's some other stories in there as well. And he tries to be non-political in the sense of, bringing you the exact news as he's finding it. Like, he's got researchers that look at all different sites to find out the answers and, like, going through their own ways because I got gum stuck. Like, mainstream media, a lot of times, is going to play up what they want you to hear, where he'll actually, even if it's something he doesn't want to hear or doesn't want you to hear, he'll make it known. He's a non-biased media, if that makes sense. Philly D is his behind the scenes. That's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. They usually have a live stream on Thursdays, and I believe it's once a month on Tuesdays he has a book club on that channel. But Philly D, he has Actually, he's hired a blogger that 3 days a week they're showing stuff within the office, and like the one from, I haven't watched today's, but the one from Monday, because it was Martin Luther King Jr. Day, he actually had it's not Philly D, it's Joe is the camera guy that's kind of running that part of it, but he was walking around the office asking coworkers, like, he had a hat and they were doing, he was asking them questions related to Martin Luther King Jr. Like, there's, like, one day it was Bubbles Day, so he had his brother come in and make carbonated water for everybody. And, I mean, it's funny. Like, some of the things on there are hysterical. I love that channel. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I look forward to watching those videos. And then there's also DeFranco Family, which Philip DeFranco's wife does that channel. And that shows, she's a stay-at-home mom, so that shows with her and the kids, and there's Philip in there sometimes. So those are 3 channels that I always look for. I also watch, I occasionally watch Katie and Colin. I'm trying to think what other channels I have. Phil and Alex, I watch them. They are a family that have infertility, and they've tried IVF a few times, and they have adopted 2 really cute little girls. I watch them. I'm trying to think what else I watch. I can't think of the numbers after it, but Boogie. He typically is a gamer channel, but he's gone through a lot of trauma in his life, so he's kind of got this alter ego Francis, which Francis is hilarious. I personally am not a gamer. My husband is, but I watch it anyways. But he has some really good videos. Like, recently, he did a video on, like, things within YouTube, like how breaking into social media and stuff like that. Like, he did a really good video on that recently. And I think there's a few other channels that are non-doll related that I subscribe to, but I don't always watch them. There was one that I watched for a while, but the family has become very unbelievable. It's probably the best word to describe it. They make things seem like it's a family vlog, and like, kids like to watch it and such, but part of the problem with it is it gives kids an unrealistic idea. Like, Christmas just happened, and they are constantly purchasing toys for their kids, or we're not purchasing for them, we're giving them the toys. We know we have sponsors that give them to us. Okay, well, maybe make the vlog, but you always see the toys within the background, and it's almost like, okay, if you do your video, then maybe, donate it to your boy's school, donate it to your church, donate it. Like, I know it's theirs to do with what they please, but their kids are constantly getting stuff. I mean, it's a little on the pathetic side, and it makes it unrealistic, because then kids like mine think, oh, well, just because I did not pick my nose today, I deserve, and then it's like some like $200 toy. No, it doesn't work that way, kid. Those are the only ones that I can think of off the top of my head. 5. Do you have more custom reborns or already created dolls in your collection? Being the fact I have some kits, but I don't have any actual reborns. All of mine are pre-made. Right now, all my collection is my full body silicone, which I bought her the way she was. And then all my neonates and real cares, I bought them the way they were. And those are mass produced, so they came the way they are. Like I said, I have the 3 kits. I want to get them eventually reborn. The 2 to look like my children when they were younger. And then I don't know what I'm going to do with Sweet Pea. I had thought about, with Sweet Pea, I thought about having him looking like Rory and Logan from Gilmore Girls, but then I'm like, I don't know. Honestly, with Sweet Pea, I don't know. I've thought about the idea of buying stuff myself and learning to reborn. I've also toyed with the idea of buying, like, talking to Crystal and buying, like, the heat set paints and everything that I'm going to need. And when she travels down here, to see if she can show me how to reborn. And then I do Sweet Pea. I've also toyed with the idea of getting him reborn by somebody. And if I do, I'm at the point with him, like, you know what, I'm just going to send him off. Kind of say, okay, I'm looking for kind of this skin tone and this hair, and like not having any expectations. But I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with that one yet. Number 6. What was your first YouTube Reborn channel you subscribed to, and are you still subscribed to them? Yes. Yes to the answer. If I'm still subscribed to them, the first Reborn channel that I ever subscribed to was Life with Crystal. And back then it was Rainbow Bright. I think it was Rainbow Bright 24. She had created the channel back when we had the first meetup, so that she could put the videos from the meetup so we could all watch them and see them. And then so I subscribed to her. Then she started vlogging, like I've had YouTube since 2006. My YouTube channel has only been going for about not quite a year and a half yet, but it's been a year. But I think it was 2006. It was 2006 or 2007. People can figure that out by clicking on my stuff or going to one of those sites that tells you kind of like your analytics and stuff like that. But anyways, Crystal was the first one that I subscribed to. I think she was the first YouTube subscriber, period, that I subscribed to. And then I'd watch her here off and on for the last couple of years. And when I got my full body silicone, that was when I was kind of like, you know what, I need to get into this more. And so that's when I started my channel. Number 7. Are you the only one in the family that collects dolls? Yes and no. My grandmother used to collect porcelain dolls, but unfortunately she's currently in the nursing home. She has Alzheimer's, and she's actually 90, so she has a few porcelain dolls there. My mom got a few, my aunt got a few. My mom has a few porcelain dolls, but a lot of those are like ones that I've bought for her, or she got from my grandmother, or she got as a gift from somebody. But other than that, I am the only one in the family that collects dolls. Okay, take that. Yes. I do have a niece who is 18 that she used to collect ball joint dolls. And I can't remember. There's another type of doll that starts with a P, similar to ball joint dolls. She collected those too. I don't know if she currently collects those. But she did for a few years. But other than that, I am the only doll collector in the family. Why do you have a YouTube channel? Because, like, watching other YouTube channels, I thought it would be fun. And I thought it'd be fun to kind of document, you know, things doing with my dolls. Because before I had kids, my husband and I, like, if we'd go out, sometimes we'd take a doll with us and, you know, doing fun outings and stuff. I love doing things, taking my babies places. I know, unfortunately, I do more outings than what I actually post on YouTube. Part of the issue with that is because my kids are with. And it goes back to issues I've had in the past. So, and my husband and I deciding we don't want my children on YouTube, or our children on YouTube, for safety reasons. But other than that, we had done outings, doing a little hauls, having fun with them, dressing them up, and I just enjoy sharing them with people, especially being in the doll community. I'm not an actual true reborn collector to a lot of people because my dolls are mass produced. Um, but on the other side, I'm one of the few channels that actually does this, that with real care babies or like neonates. There are very few channels that aren't solely reborn. And when I say reborn, that does include mass produced dolls that people treat, as real babies. So, like I had mentioned before, Boogie, one of the things he said is find a niche and make something your own. And that's what I've been doing. Number 9, dream celeb as your significant other or dream reborn. Why did you choose one or the other? Dream reborn would have to be it. Like, honestly, the dream celeb for me, it bounces around. Like, I mean, I honestly don't even have a celebrity crush. I really don't get into that. I did for a while when I was younger, like a teenager. But as I got older, like, meeting them would be one thing, but, oh, I want to marry them. Truthfully, I don't want to put up with being the wife of a famous person. I don't like attention. I like to kind of sink in the background. I hate having to go like to different red carpet events. Aside from, having the stability of money, which although a lot of celebrities are actually poor because they overextend even for what they get money wise, but I wouldn't enjoy that lifestyle. I wouldn't enjoy being married to somebody famous. So I'd have to say a dream reborn, although at this point I don't really have a dream reborn. Aside from getting the 2 dolls, the 2 kits that I have reborn like my kids, the only other doll that I need is an African American light boy, and I've got all of the races for baby think it overs, and I'm content with that. I think any more than that will be too much. And even at that, the reborns that will be of my kids, I'll probably have them on the channel. I'll probably dress them and such, but I don't really foresee myself doing as much with them as I do with my other dolls. And number 10, what is the latest compliment you got in your video and who gave it? I honestly don't remember. I could probably look that up, but let's see if I can get this to work. I don't know if you necessarily call it a compliment, but on my weight loss journey video, I got I got a few encouragements on it. Kim, the last video, I've got one with Kim, my friend Kim, that says, cute, I love them both. I guess that's a compliment. But I've noticed more people watch my videos than comment, but, whatever. I try to comment back when people comment on my videos. I know bigger channels, like, sometimes it gets to be too much, but personally, I like to, acknowledge that I've read your comment, because I know there's a lot of bigger channels that I've left comments on them before, and you don't even get as much as a, like, you know, where the creator can heart your comment. Like, even if somebody hearts the comment to acknowledge as they read it, you may not even necessarily having to comment back. I try to do that to acknowledge. I like to acknowledge that I've read your comment. So those are my answers. And like I said, I will put the video, a link to Inez's page below, and I will put her questions under that. And I hope to see everyone later. Bye.